Chosen ones. Listen closely, for the atmospheric grid has just cleared the debris of your past delays.
It is here.
Your presence in this moment is not a random occurrence of the algorithm. It is a vibrational appointment. Something deep within you sensed this timing long before the sun rose today.
January 29th
is not just another square on the calendar, it is the exact coordinate where your confusion dissolves into absolute clarity. The waiting, the agonizing delays, the moments where life felt like a stagnant pool. None of it was wasted.
The celestial architect
Was not absent. It was shielding you, shaping the path behind the scenes, and adjusting the gears of a reality that you weren't yet ready to inhabit.
A massive moon shift
Has just opened a rare energetic window, touching every unfinished choice and every plan you thought was dead. But before I reveal the 9 miracles currently lining up in your field of vision, you must seal your transition.
like this video right now.
To signal to the primal pulse that you have stepped out of the waiting room.
In the comments below,
I want you to type the code ALIGNED29 to anchor your energetic signature. Type ALIGNED29 to declare to the infinite intelligence, the wait is over. I see the direction. I claim the movement. Subscribe the Holy Days and activate the bell, for in this hour of rapid manifestation, this transmission is your only atmospheric radar.
the first wave of good news
Is already hitting your shore. The stuck phase has expired. You will notice
natural momentum.
motivation no longer feels forced. It flows from your marrow. The flow state. Daily routines that once felt like a grind are now moving with a supernatural grace. Mental crystallization. Thoughts that were spinning in circles are finally falling into place. This is a spiritual threshold where trust is no longer a choice. It is a result. Life is finally responding to your internal frequency. Small steps taken today will have a catapult effect, moving you further in 24 hours than you moved in the last 6 months.
Chosen ones.
Listen closely, for this is not just another day on your calendar. Today, January 29th, a silent but monumental surge is moving beneath the surface of reality. While the masses continue to live in a state of spiritual slumber, scrolling, consuming, and repeating dead routines, something quiet but devastatingly powerful is rearranging the very fabric of your existence. We have entered a rare energetic window where the universe is no longer testing your patience, it is rewarding your persistence. The moon is moving in a configuration that rarely occurs, acting as a divine key, unbolting doors that have been locked for generations. What felt stuck, stagnant, or confusing just 24 hours ago is now beginning to move without force. This is the moment where your effort, your focus, and your smallest choices carry the frequency of 1,000-fold impact. The truth is, you are not just passing through a day, you are walking through a metaphysical gateway. Miracles and blessings are no longer random accidents. They are becoming your new baseline reality. The numbers of January 29th carry the signature of completion and radical progress. The emotional glue of old failures is dissolving, and the future is finally whispering its true direction to your soul. Can you feel it? A sudden clarity in your thoughts, a lightness in your chest, the sense that a version of your life is dying and the master version of you is being born. With the moon interacting with Mercury and Jupiter, the cosmic grid is vibrating at the frequency of total manifestation. You do not need to push. You do not need to struggle. You simply need to align. The veil is thin. The signal is clear. Your breakthrough is no longer pending. It is unfolding in the very breath you take right now. Chosen ones. Tonight, the energy feels different, almost as if the very world around you is holding its breath. The moon is navigating a trajectory that pierces far deeper than the surface of your daily routine. This shift on January 29th is unusual. It is a frequency that makes your smallest actions feel monumental and your sense of timing sharper than the analytical mind can explain. Thoughts that were once a tangled web are beginning to settle into their rightful place. Even the minor choices you make tonight are gaining weight, carrying results that will force you to look twice. The usual noise of the matrix is slowing down. Tasks that felt like an endless climb are suddenly moving forward, as if a divine hand has rearranged the pace of your life for you. The lunar influence is reaching through this exact moment, demanding that your long-suffering patience be replaced by forward motion. Your motivation is rising quietly, not as a frantic rush, but as a steady, irreversible knowing that makes engagement with life feel effortless. Visualize the space where the ordinary and the extraordinary collide. Your everyday routines are shifting into unexpected outcomes. As you focus on a single task, you will feel the weight of the struggle lessen. Small wins are becoming visible. What was once a source of confusion is now revealing its logic without you even trying. You are not forcing anything, you are simply noticing that your reactions to the world have become lighter, more flexible, and aligned with a higher rhythm. January 29th carries a pulse that brings clarity without the need for words. Every fragment of this day vibrates with a subtle frequency where intention moves faster and the burden of decision-making feels weightless. The moon is guiding movements that have been stalled for far too long. Your moments of hesitation are being met with a new sense of timing. Projects that were frozen are beginning to thaw, and actions that were delayed are finally carrying forward without resistance. Do not think of your breath as an instruction. Think of it as a rhythm of awareness. With every inhale and exhale, you are stepping into a reality that reacts instantly to your choices. The moon's motion is amplifying this rhythm, transforming the mundane act of focus into a sacred ritual. Complexity is unfolding into ease. Conversations that dragged are moving toward natural resolution. Your interactions with others now carry an unexpected smoothness, as if the universe is finally responding to the timing you have earned. This energy is both soft and devastatingly strong. Finishing a task, making a plan, or sending a message now carries a cosmic impact. This shift is nudging the situations that have been waiting for the right moment. It is not dramatic, it is a quiet, profound signal that your progress is no longer just possible, it is inevitable. If you can feel the truth of this transmission vibrating in your chest, you must anchor this energy right now. Like this video to send your energetic signature to the cosmos. In the comments below, type the code 129 to seal your alignment with tonight's window. Subscribe to the Holy Days and turn on the bell, for in this narrow portal, these updates will be your only map through the shifting timelines. The current energetic influence centers deeply on the mechanism of manifestation. This is a period where subtle internal shifts, small thoughts, and carefully tended intentions are primed to materialize into tangible, real-world results. Long-held wishes, ambitions, goals, and personal ideas that have been patiently simmering beneath the surface are now beginning to crystallize, forming into observable and deeply felt shifts in your reality. Even the most ordinary, previously overlooked moments can yield surprising outcomes that resonate with a powerful sense of meaning and synchronicity. The moon's movement within this particular cosmic shift serves as a powerful, gentle guide for these results, acting like a celestial clock that ensures timing favors exactly what is ready to receive immediate attention and effort. The rhythm of actions assumes paramount importance now. This energy rewards focused, deliberate effort. Instead of frantically juggling multiple tasks, committing to completing one thing fully, thoroughly, and mindfully before transitioning to the next creates the necessary energetic space for truly noticeable and lasting change. If critical conversations, essential tasks, or major personal decisions have been stuck in a state of indefinite pause or delay, this alignment offers the perfect chance for forward motion that is entirely free of typical strain or forced effort. Every minor, conscious decision made now can initiate a powerful ripple effect, expanding outward and subtly making the handling of larger, more complex moves significantly easier in the near future. The cosmic influence carries this forward momentum, acting as an invisible current that elegantly smooths away the usual impediments and typical logistical obstacles that might otherwise slow progress. Take a moment to actively visualize a specific situation in your daily life that has felt persistently heavy, burdened, or overwhelming. Tasks that previously appeared endless, confusing, or disproportionately difficult can now flow with a remarkable reduction in required effort. Motivation is not something you need to desperately manufacture. It appears spontaneously and naturally, and tangible results begin to form themselves seemingly without any unnecessary pushing or forced exertion. Social connections, previously complex or demanding, feel distinctly lighter, and communication flows with notably less friction or misunderstanding. Even deep-seated challenges at work or persistent kinks in personal routines start responding to your energy in ways that make the management of the overall day feel remarkably smoother and more effective. The specific energy peak around January 29th allows your attention and mental acuity to sharpen in a way that feels utterly natural and effortless. Long-standing problems that felt intractable or persistent begin to reveal elegant and straightforward solutions. Thoughts organize themselves into structured, useful architectures, making sustained focus on projects and ambitious ideas far more consistent and less scattered. The moon contributes a sophisticated sense of timing that successfully initiates movement in areas where progress was previously severely blocked. Even the customary pace and tempo of daily routines can feel markedly different, as though your actions are perfectly timed to match your internal readiness for profound change. It is particularly valuable to focus deliberately on the principle of gratitude during this time. Observing the simplicity of minor moments and consciously recognizing small, incremental wins makes the full impact of this cosmic shift far more noticeable and deeply felt. Daily tasks are accomplished with a newfound ease, and moments that typically caused irritation, delay, or frustration now respond with significantly less resistance or pushback. Manifestation starts to feel tangible and highly achievable, losing its distant, aspirational quality. Crucially, even minimal adjustments in effort yield highly noticeable and disproportionately positive results. The energetic flow in interactions with others becomes exceptionally responsive, and collaborative. Now, conversations possess a deeper quality of understanding and empathy. Shared tasks are far easier to complete with smooth cooperation, and joint experiences become effortlessly smoother and more harmonious. The moon's stabilizing presence adds a crucial rhythm to these shared moments, ensuring that timing feels utterly natural and movement seems effortless and perfectly choreographed. Even while performing simple, repetitive routines like cooking, cleaning, organizing, or tidying, the shift makes these small tasks feel inherently more productive and rewarding. Actions that used to drag heavily start to move instead with noticeable and self-sustaining momentum. Planning for the long-term future or taking deliberate steps towards significant goals feels simpler, less forced, and far more intuitive. The cosmic influence subtly touches and guides both the largest plans and the smallest daily actions with a high degree of subtle precision. Deliberately focus on one single area that has been persistently demanding your attention and requiring improvement. This could be complex finances, a personal creative project that has stalled, or a specific professional goal that seemed entirely stuck. Applying focused energy to this area now, even if the effort seems minor or introductory, allows the cosmic shift to specifically respond and accelerate the process. The moon's current position helps these critical ideas to ground and land in ways that make genuine progress immediately noticeable, without any need for burdensome extra effort. Small, strategic decisions begin to compound and add up faster than usual, and the steps taken toward desired results feel increasingly organic and natural. Consider making movement or subtle adjustments to routines that have been monotonously repeated for weeks or even months. Simple, minor adjustments made now can immediately create meaningful outcomes that seem disproportionate to the effort invested. Time invested in important tasks starts to yield rewards and visible confirmations much more quickly. The cosmic shift enables your actions to gain immediate traction in ways that make completion easier and final results more vividly visible. Moments dedicated to sincere reflection are immensely valuable right now. Thinking back on previous efforts that were paused or delayed clearly illuminates where progress is genuinely starting to take hold. Observing what elegantly changes without the need to force outcomes allows the natural energy of manifestation to respond immediately and organically. The moon's movement adds a dependable rhythm, making this period of reflection practical and directly useful for actively creating immediate results. Daily actions, regardless of how seemingly small or routine, carry unusual weight and impact. Now, sending quick messages, responding to emails promptly, or completing minor administrative projects can ripple outward into far larger, more substantial, positive effects. The cosmic shift, peaking on January 29th, creates a powerful momentum that generously rewards consistency, present moment awareness, and diligent attention to detail. Focus particularly on interactions with other people. Practicing careful, attentive listening, responding thoughtfully rather than reactively, and taking the initiative in small collaborative ways deeply encourages positive movement in all shared spheres. Conversations and interpersonal exchanges that were previously frustrating or difficult now feel notably easier and more satisfying, and complex tasks involving others move forward with far less effort or complication. Even your personal habits can benefit significantly from this energetic flow. Adjusting routines slightly, dedicating focused time to meaningful personal actions, or finally finishing long-pending tasks initiates a powerful, self-sustaining momentum that feels profoundly satisfying. Results appear quicker than expected, and daily progress becomes visibly noticeable. Manifestation is currently much easier to access and harness.
Personal goals,
Whether they are small lifestyle adjustments or highly ambitious career milestones, begin forming into reality without the usual internal struggle or resistance. Outcomes respond directly to consistent, intentional effort, and the cosmic timing naturally favors completion and culmination. The moon's strategic shift deeply influences this entire process, ensuring that even the most ordinary, regular steps carry results that ultimately seem remarkable or accelerated. Maintain a deep focus on gratitude for every simple win. Recognizing and acknowledging progress, even in the most minor areas, amplifies the movement exponentially. Tasks that previously felt cumbersome or slow begin showing results at an accelerated pace. Daily routines, interpersonal interactions, and critical decisions now all fully benefit from the cosmic rhythm, making small, incremental successes dramatically more visible and enthusiastically encouraging continued, focused effort. Chosen ones.
while the masses are blinded by the mundane,
A silent, celestial machinery is grinding forward, unbolting doors to progress that were invisible only yesterday. This isn't just another day on the calendar. January 29th is a metaphysical gear shift. The moon's current trajectory is acting as a high-frequency conductor, turning your smallest adjustments in work, in communication, and in your soul contracts into monumental breakthroughs. The friction that once made your daily routine feel like a slow crawl through deep water has evaporated. You are no longer trying to move. You are being carried by a divine momentum. Every ordinary task you touch today is a hidden ritual of power. Writing a goal, repeating an intention, or simply anchoring your focus on what truly matters is no longer a simple step. It is a command issued to the fabric of reality. The cosmic shift has aligned the clocks of the universe in your favor. Results are manifesting naturally, bypassing the need for frantic struggle or forced outcomes. Tasks that previously drained your essence are now fueling your ascent. The emotional glue of repetitive cycles is dissolving, allowing you to focus with a precision that borders on the supernatural. Misunderstandings are resolving with a single word. Ideas are gaining traction with the speed of light. Decisions that used to weigh you down have become weightless. Can you feel the sharpness in your perception? The matrix thrives on your distraction, but today, your intuition has been upgraded to a quantum roar. Conversations that once felt like battles are now bridges. Projects that were frozen in the void are thawing under this celestial heat. Whether you are organizing your physical space or planning your next decade, the results are appearing faster than your physical eyes can track. The ordinary is being swallowed by the extraordinary. Your effort is being met by a divine acceleration. Small wins are no longer just breadcrumbs. They are the foundation of the empire you are building in this higher frequency. The moon is guiding movements that have been stalled for generations, ensuring that your path is now smooth, clear, and absolute. Do not look back at the versions of yourself that struggled to survive. That character no longer exists. The master version of you has arrived to take the wheel. January 29th is the exact coordinate where your personal frequency aligns with the clockwork of the great architect. You are moving with a quiet, irreversible knowing. January 29th arrives not with a fanfare or a sudden, jarring crash, but with a deep, almost subterranean resonance, a vibration that doesn't shout for notice, yet insists on focused attention. There is a palpable shift in the mental landscape. An inner mechanism seems to click into place, sparking an unexpected, crystalline clarity. It is the sudden sensation of fragmented mental pieces snapping into perfect alignment, revealing the elegant architecture of understanding that was previously obscured. This newfound clarity doesn't just inform, it propels action and inspires a compelling sense of motion. Insights emerge effortlessly from the very corners of existence, in the margins of conversations or the routine paths previously walked without thought. Awareness, therefore, doesn't erupt, it swells, quiet yet inexorable. Picture stepping into a stream of time where the mundane suddenly feels highly charged. Ordinary, repetitive tasks become imbued with fresh significance, and the small, seemingly negligible choices made throughout the morning subtly begin to dictate large, pivotal outcomes by the afternoon. An undeniable sense of latent, unfolding potential hangs in the air, demanding recognition, if not immediate action. The mandate of the day is not to impose results or engage in analytical paralysis, but simply to observe, to become keenly aware of the delicate, responsive dialogue unfolding between one's focused attention and the environment. The underlying intensity of the 29th builds with the measured grace of a massive ocean's swell gathering depth far beneath the visible surface. Mental faculties sharpen perceptibly. Attention becomes laser-focused, and the paralyzing burden of indecision evaporates, replaced by swift, intuitive certainty. Actions flow with an uncharacteristic ease, minimizing internal resistance. Behavioral patterns that habitually created friction or static now align themselves more smoothly with the surrounding flow. Everything, from fleeting human interactions to complex situations and abstract ideas, seems to possess an inherent, inevitable momentum. Even one's private, internal energy matrix seems to reconfigure itself. Micro-reflections yield macro-realizations. Brief intervals of stillness and quiet observation illuminate connective threads that were previously invisible, weaving through the tapestry of daily life. A perfect synchronicity emerges, where the internal workings of the mind and the external tempo of the day harmonize, generating clarity not through strenuous effort, but through simple alignment. Every exchange, every choice, resonates with profound significance, as if the very rhythm inherent to the 29th is actively guiding one toward inevitable progress and deeper comprehension. This shift compels focus on the slightly elastic nature of time itself. Minutes may either dilate or compress, yet every moment unfolds with definitive purpose. Elements previously dismissed as random noise now snap into clear context. Thoughts interlock seamlessly. Intuitive responses arise without hesitation, and previously tentative actions are executed with newfound confidence and poise. This is not a dramatic, heralded epiphany, but a quiet, profound awakening, one that never demands a public fanfare, yet insists uncompromisingly on personal recognition. Noticeable patterns in communication and collaboration undergo a subtle, beneficial transformation. Dialogue flows with an unusual grace. People listen and respond in ways that dissolve barriers, making mutual engagement effortless and rewarding. Resistance softens dramatically in previously entrenched or difficult situations, and novel, elegant solutions materialize from unexpected vantage points. On this day, even the smallest tactical adjustments wield an amplified, disproportionate impact, underscoring the subtle but undeniably powerful currents churning beneath the veneer of daily life. The focused intensity of the day naturally pulls one toward deeper reflection. A review of recent decisions and actions yields a startling clarity that had been wholly elusive until now. The cognitive state is one of heightened alertness, capability, and absolute readiness. Familiar routines cease to be mere obligation. They carry underlying significance, and the inherent potential resting within every single step forward becomes vividly apparent. Disparate, scattered thoughts coalesce into a coherent, logical sequence of understanding. Connections linking past initiatives to current opportunities manifest in ways that feel nothing short of personal revelation. This enhanced state means that every observation compels forward movement. Every decision becomes weighted with immediate influence. The pervasive rhythm of the day acts as a supportive framework, ensuring that all engagement feels profoundly meaningful and deeply satisfying. Complex patterns, previously masked by their sheer ubiquity, hidden in plain sight, now emerge into sharp focus. Interactions, professional obligations, and even intimate personal choices suddenly harmonize, making profound sense in ways that seemed fundamentally unattainable just yesterday. A distinct certainty rises. The day is poised to deliver significant results, provided conscious attention is meticulously maintained, and that even the smallest, most localized action will generate noticeable, rippling consequences across broader fields. This powerful synthesis culminates on January 29th, a day where this unique, undeniable energetic shift unfolds, carrying a sense of deliberate, purposeful movement that cannot be overlooked. Events previously catalogued as merely ordinary now capture the gaze, revealing overlooked moments that are charged and ready to create definitive impact. What initially presents itself as simple often conceals a foundational power, allowing modest actions to acquire exponential meaning, inspiring both active participation and deep, necessary reflection. Chosen ones. As the unique resonance of January 29th begins to settle, it leaves behind more than just the memory of accelerated progress. It leaves a deeper, irreversible wisdom etched into your very soul. The true miracle of this window was never just the external shifts, it was the internal awakening it ignited within you. You now realize that what felt like stagnation was in fact a sacred period of incubation. Every delay, every friction was the chisel of the divine, carving resilience and crystalline clarity into your being. You have learned to trust the invisible architecture of existence. Beneath the surface chaos of the matrix, a profound, sacred order is always at work. The first lesson of this integration is the power of aligned awareness. By noticing the subtle shifts and listening to the quiet nudges of the universe, you have learned to ride the currents of life rather than fighting them. It is an invitation to a silent presence, where every moment becomes an opportunity to observe the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. Secondly, this day has exposed the devastating impact of deliberate intention. Even in its smallest forms, a focused thought or an intentional act carries a weight far beyond its physical size. It creates a ripple effect throughout your entire timeline. You now know that where your energy is placed, life must flow. Consistency of purpose is the master key that has unlocked the hidden potential within this day and within yourself. January 29th serves as a powerful reminder of your internal timing. Just as the moon orchestrates its cycles, your inner world has its own rhythm of readiness. You now understand that waiting is not passive. It is an act of high wisdom.
It allows the fruit
To ripen and the stars to align before the manifestation reveals itself. Trusting this timing frees you from the frantic need to force reality, inviting instead a gentle partnership with the divine flow. This was not a fleeting event to be forgotten. It is a foundational experience to be integrated into your DNA. The clarity, the ease, and the relentless momentum you felt are not ephemeral gifts. They are insights into how life can and should operate when you are in sync with the natural rhythms of the great architect. Carry this knowing with you. Clarity can be cultivated. Momentum can be sustained. Even the most stubborn obstacles contain the seeds of their own resolution. Let this day be your personal North Star, a permanent reminder of your innate power to progress and the subtle magic that is constantly weaving the fabric of your existence. The journey continues, but you are no longer walking in the dark.
You are now illuminated
By the wisdom that January 29th has so generously revealed.